everyone. Thank you for tuning into another video. Hopefully you guys have been finding a lot of ways to occupy your time away from the academy. I know I myself am being compelled to be here. This is why I'm here all by myself shooting these videos for you, just so I can be here at my second home, maybe my first home. Anyhow, guys, let's get ourselves started. So let's begin. Let's get to our neutral stances. Remember, we want our feet under our shoulders, our hands are out in front of us nice and strong. Attention stance, always moving the left leg in. Show courtesy. And then we're right back to our neutral stance. All right, let's get ourselves warmed up. We're going to start with something very basic, guys, something we can all do with the limited space in our room, and that's those jumping jacks. But today what we're going to do is we're going to do 30 jumping jacks. We're going to start with our basic jumping jack, and then we're going to move without breaking into our forward and back jumping jack. And then without taking a rest, we're going to move into another set with crisscrossing and opening up like a star for our third set of jumping jacks. Okay, so we're going to go to 30, but we're going to change it up every time. Let's do it together, guys. Count with me. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And change it up. 1, feet forward and back, hands up in front. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, guys. Shake it out a little bit. All right, guys. Our next warm-up drill is going to be our rhythm drill. Our rhythm drill is a kick and punch drill, all right? So make sure you have space around you. You're not going to touch anybody. We're going to keep our feet underneath our hips, guys. I want you to bring your hands to guard. We're going to start by using our left leg front kick towards the front and follow with 2 punches. Specifically, if you can, you're going to punch with the hand over the leg that just kicked. So kick, punch, punch. And then we're going to repeat ourselves and kick the opposite side, put our foot down, and use that hand to punch first. Okay, we're going to go for 45 seconds, guys. Try not to break stride. Make sure you're breathing, and we'll work together. Okay, hands are up. Ready, go. Kick, punch, punch. Kick, punch, punch. Try and keep your balance, guys. Nice and controlled. Find a rhythm that you can stick to. Maybe you got some music in the background, and you can follow that beat. Kick, punch, punch, kick, punch, punch. That's it. Just a little longer, guys, just a little longer. Maybe now you found that groove. We can speed it up a little bit. Kick, punch, punch, kick, punch, punch. Good, keep going, guys. Remember, it's a front kick, so you want your toes curled back, hitting with the balls of your feet, and we'll throw those 2 punches right down the middle, face level. Good. Good, neutral stance, guys. Excellent job. Let's catch our breath. Take a couple deep breaths. So, moving on to our third warm-up exercise, we're going to do a bit of a shuffle step drill. All right, if you don't have enough space, that's no problem. Let's modify the best we can. But for those of us who have a little room we can work with, we're again going to start with our hands in guard and our feet under our hips. But this time, we're going to step to the left side of the room with a shuffle step. So I want you to take your outside leg, in this case our right leg, and we're going to move it in to touch our left foot. We're going to turn, put ourselves in a fighting stance, and throw a reverse punch to the left side of the room. Now without pausing there, we're going to skip back. Now our left foot meets our right foot. We step out and we throw a punch to the opposite side of the room. It doesn't have to be big steps, guys. Just little fighting stance, shoulder width steps are perfect. All right, so as an example, I shuffle in, punch, and we switch. Shun, 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 shun. All right, I'm going to have you join me. A nice strong reverse punch. Make sure we snap it. Other hand stays up in guard. Okay? Ready, guys? All together. And go. Step, punch. Step, punch. Knees are bent. We're always in our fighting stance. Our hands are always in a nice strong guard. Remember, we want those elbows in tight, brushing our ribs. Good. That's it. Shoo, 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 shoo. Couple more, everybody. Couple more. Pull that punch back twice as fast as you throw it out there. Getting yourself back to guard. 10 seconds left. Maybe you can go a little quicker if you've got it down, guys. Step, punch, a little faster. Neutral stance. Very good, guys. All right, let's swing our arms forward. Big circles. Big circles, continuing to get warmed up here, guys. And arms backwards. Good, and let's bring them in and out. Keeping them at shoulder level, guys, in and out. And then without pausing, let's go into those trunk rotations. Turning our hips. Make sure our belly button's going from side to side. You can put your hands on your hips, try and swing that elbow across. Good. All right, now big hip circles, big hip circles. Be sure that once you've gone one direction, we go back the opposite. Good, okay. Neutral stances, everybody. So, today's lesson is going to be based around Might for Right. Okay, Might for Right is our white belt kata. It's the very first kata we need to learn, the first large series of movements that we need to practice in our karate curriculum. And today we're going to break down the first section. So if you know the first section, that's great, guys. If we have enough time, if we can get through it, then maybe we'll move on to the second and third. But for today, I definitely want to break down how to get through the first section because I know we have a lot of new students probably doing this for the first time. Okay? So the first movement, beginning in our neutral stance, as we always do, is called salutation. This, we bring our hands in front of our face. Elbows are up nice and strong. Everything is always strong, guys. Our hands are held open and we've created an X out in front of us. All right, so from neutral stance, you'll hear the coach say salutation and your hands come up. This is our start position. Then you'll hear the coach say, guys, name your form. And you'll hear everyone yell out, Might for Right, sir. Now we don't need to practice that, all right? We're gonna keep you guys energy level down just a little bit in case mom and dad got some free time. So we all know it's called Might for Right. We all know that we're supposed to express what it's called when we're in the group, but today we're gonna always begin from salutation, all right? Now, when we first start Might for Right, guys, we're gonna be moving to the left side of the room. So when we move, we need to begin by identifying it with a look. So because we're going to the left, everybody's head will look to the left. Now this is going to be difficult looking at the screen and as well looking to the left. So I understand today that you got to keep your eyes on me. All right. So we're in salutation. We're going to step to our left hand side. We go to our horse stance. The very first movement is our horse stance. Our hand comes up to our lower block, cover block position because when we get to the horse stance, we're going to execute a lower block to the left hand side. All right. So from salutation, everybody's back. Step number one is a horse stance with a lower block to the left side. 1. Our second movement, we bring our back leg up. We come to an attention stance-like position. Use our left foot to do a round kick. Step to our fighting stance and throw a reverse punch. Okay? So again, we start in salutation. We're looking to our left side because we know that's the direction we want to move. We cover block for our lower block. Step number one is a horse stance, lower block to the left side. Step number two, we step up, use our left leg round kick, and then our left reverse punch, our right hand reverse punch. The third movement is the same as the first, but back the opposite direction. So I look over my right shoulder, I cover block, then I half moon step to that horse stance going the opposite way. Once I've hit that stance, I use my block. Okay, so we've got 3 steps now, guys. 3 steps. We start in salutation. Step number 1 is a lower block in a horse stance to the left side of the room. Step number 2, our feet come together. We do our round kick and a reverse punch. Step number 3, we look over our right shoulder, move our right foot in and out with a half moon step. We do our horse stance and low block to the right side of the room. Then from here, our 4th step, guys, moving on. Our foot comes up, same thing we did before, but now we use our right leg round kick, place our foot to our fighting stance, and our left hand does the reverse punch. And you're gonna hold it in position. Not like when we're actually applying strikes in a combative situation, guys. Right now, basically like posing for the picture, we're posing for the camera. We want to display our technique the best we can. And we hold our hands out there. Okay, so that is the entire first section. Those first 4 steps, those first 4 counts are what are required of the students to get their first stripe on their white belt. All right, now we do have ages specific to learning some of the curriculum. This is one of them. So if you're 8 years old and up, this is something you want to be working on. And it's great practice for anybody who is not yet 8 years old. Just easing the progression when they do eventually reach that level. Okay, so let's start together again, and we'll review the first section of our kata might for right. Salutation, look to your left, first movement, horse stance with a low block. Second movement, we step up, round kick and reverse punch. Third movement, horse stance, lower block. And the fourth movement, we step up, round kick and reverse punch. First section of might for right. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to spend some time independently reviewing these 4 steps. Okay? We'll break it down one more time together. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the next couple minutes and I'm going to practice it ahead of you and have you practice it ahead of me. But we're just going to do it independently. So I want you to try and work the best you can and use me demonstrating as just a reference point if needed. Otherwise, try and find it in your mind's eye to do it on your very own. Okay? So, one last time together. Salutation. Looking to our left. The form is might for right. First movement. Horse stance, low block. Go. Second movement. Step up, round kick, and reverse punch. Third movement. Horse stance, low block. Opposite direction. And the fourth step, step up, round kick, reverse punch. Okay, let's take these next couple minutes and let's review this kata to the best of our ability on our very own. If you're having a tough time, I understand if it's the first time you've ever done it, no problem. Just do it with me. Try and follow along. All right, guys? Time is on. Independent work. Remember, only 4 steps, 4 counts. Good work, guys. Take a little rest. Now, hopefully most of you got it. If not, that's absolutely fine. I want you to take this video, rewind it a little bit, and continue to review it with me over and over and over until it becomes much easier for you to perform. All right? Now, guys, just like every other lesson we do, once we've made it through, it's time for us to do our cool down. Okay? So again, we'll space our feet out. We want to get those high kicks, so we make sure we space our feet out almost every single day for one of our stretches. We reach down to the center. All right, feel that pull on the insides of your legs, up the backs of your legs, guys. Hands are flat on the floor. All right, if they don't quite reach, that's no problem. Just let them hang there. If you're made of rubber and your elbows are on the floor, even better. But make sure we're not putting any weight on our hands. We're just hanging. Reach over to your left side. Remember, trying to pull yourself in nice and tight. Keep your hands off of the floor for this one. Switch sides, same thing. Both hands reaching over, guys, even if it's just to the leg, however far you can make it. Good, hands back to the center. Let's walk our feet out a little bit, toes to the ceiling if you can, and hold it there, guys. Now we will have just a little bit of body weight on our hands. Good, if we can, let's reach over left side. Reach down for your toes, guys. Head over to the side, chest to the side. Good, other direction. Good, okay. Standing yourself up. What we'll do now, guys, we'll stretch out our shoulders and chest a little. Let's lock our hands together behind us. Point your palms away from you, and then from here, I want you to raise your arms up nice and high, but without leaning forward. So we just want to hold it there. All right, arms up as high as they can go. Remember, everybody's got a different range of motion, so don't worry if they don't go too far. Mine do not go too far. Good, now we'll get the backs of our shoulder, guys. So we'll bring one arm out in front of us, pull it across. We have it across our chest. You want to keep your shoulder down. It shouldn't be up choking you. You want to keep it down and relaxed. And the other arm is pulling in. And from here, guys, if you'd like, roll out your wrist and your ankle. And switch sides, same thing. Guys, great work today. If you've done all the lessons, it's very impressive. Can tell that you are interested in continuing to progress, even during these very challenging times. Guys, if you have time, I would encourage you, let's go back to neutral stance. I would encourage you to review it multiple times throughout the day, all right? And, you know, if you're familiar with the material we've been putting out there, maybe you can just use the interaction as a bit of motivation to work on the things you know already, but may not be practicing. Okay, guys? So I'm really looking forward to getting everybody back out on the mats. I'm really looking forward to seeing you guys. I have said, and I'm not sure if everybody has seen, but I am available to do one-on-one private lessons virtually. All right, maybe we just spend 15 quick minutes together and answer a couple questions to help you progress towards your goals while we're not together physically. All right, but we definitely can be training together and growing together. So if that's the case, you guys can just personally hit me up on Facebook Messenger. Give me a message, let me know. We can try and coordinate a time that works best for the both of us, all right? And we can spend a little one-on-one time together. If you're interested in that, I will be here. Guys, until next time, neutral stance, attention stance, and courtesy. Great work today, everybody.